Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder aboard the M64. And this is a fantastic tank. I have some hilarious gameplay at the start in a compilation style, and later on I have a ridiculous gameplay with a stupid ending that made even me laugh. So what is this thing? Well, it's a Battle Pass Season 6 reward. It's premium in the Chinese tech tree at battle rating 5.7 at rank 3, and it's just a perfect addition if you have already the Hellcat, the M18, in your lineup. And that means that we can immediately compare it to the Hellcat, because the turret is from said vehicle and the hull is from an M42 Duster, if I'm not mistaken. So that means it's a bit slower, but yeah, it really depends on the situation, because in theory this thing can pick up some speed. So let's first talk about the armor and survivability. Yeah, not really there. Half an inch all around, so that's 12.7 millimeters. The gun mantlet has a bit more, just like on the Hellcat. You have the lower glacis, that is 25.4 millimeters, but the upper hull is a bit more flat compared to the Hellcat. And then there is no transmission in front of the two guys in the hull, and that makes you a little bit more vulnerable. Then look at this special case. The transmission is also in the back, as I said. It's just damaged enough that it affects seriously the turning performance of my tank. That's like a mouse. I'm not kidding, but I can't repair it. So that's just a perfect showcase. And otherwise the maneuverability is alright. We come to this in just a moment. So back to the armor. Yeah, it's open top, your commander is fully exposed, and aircraft just love going for you. I'm not complaining though. And yeah, let's just look at this scene. So I'm wedging up my tank, even though the 50 cal has a very high elevation angle, and I'm just keeping an eye on this enemy plane, because I think he wants to go for me. Does he? Does he? Where is he? There he is. And he swings around, just as ordered. I lose my gunner, but he's on fire, so that's a good trade. And I'm just enjoying here the view. I hear a tank nearby, I think. Yeah, steal my kill. Yeah, he puts the fire out as he gets shot with tracers. But down he goes. Aircraft kill number 3 in this battle, but the enemy is not done yet. Wow. That was just rude. Okay, here the promised speed test. Normally the tank goes at a speed of around about 40 kilometers per hour, but on a paved road, if it's going downhill, it can pick up some serious speed. Top speed is 72 kilometers per hour. Reverse is still 19, which is very much workable. Yeah, but the horsepower to ton ratio is roughly 20, and there seems a lot of friction with the rubber pads on the tracks here. I can't really explain it, but over rough terrain it's not really that elegant. The next thing is that this makes this an ideal predator to go with wheeled tanks. Where wheeled vehicles have good conditions, this tank has them as well. And you can see, if you pick the right route, you can get to places real quick. So this is the ridiculous gameplay, and now let's talk about the rest. So speed, it's there, but it depends on the surface. Armor and survivability, not really that great. Then the firepower. As I said, light machine gun, additional to the heavy machine gun on both on the turret. The heavy machine gun is bound to your commander, so you better not lose it, despite it being completely, or him being completely exposed. And it's basically the good old trusty 3-inch 76mm M1 cannon that it shares with the Hellcat. 25 rounds of ammunition, which is 20 less than the Hellcat, so you better take as much ammunition with you in this tank as you can. And it's also in the turret and just in front of the engine, so the hull is then therefore surprisingly empty. However, you have the good old APCBC M62 shell, 150 millimeters of pen, and 65 grams of explosive mass. That gives you the satisfying boom that I shall demonstrate here in just a moment when the killing spree starts. Overall, if you already have the Hellcat and you have played them excessively, then this tank is not that outstanding, that new and different. And there is also a tech tree Hellcat in the Chinese tech tree already, so a good addition to the lineup, but nothing outstanding. Maybe a little bit slower. Okay, that was a little bit of a missed shot. And then there is also this shot. Completely overleading. But we have the 50 cal, and that is a PT-76B. That's just how it works here. So while I'm busy cleaning up the A capture point, let's talk about how you can find yourself in this tank, in which situation. It's not that great at battle rating 5.7 for dealing with tanks from the front. You have to aim a bit more careful than maybe some other tank destroyers with, let's say, I don't know, a 90mm, an 88, whatever. But this tank brings you to the flank where the gun just does the job. And you have good gun handling. You have 10 degrees of gun depression. You have 20 degrees of gun elevation. You have a reload speed of 6.1 seconds. And yeah, you have 24 degrees per second turret rotation speed with a standard gun elevation speed for that time period of 4 degrees per second. So I actually thought that this tank was on fire or that he was dead. He's actually burning down in water. You see that guy? Now I noticed that he's actually alive. I was totally surprised. He's dead anyway. So, yeah, that happens. The firepower is alright for this kind of light tank. And yes, since the renaming or reclassification of the Hellcat from a tank destroyer to a light tank, it has even more tools, and so you also can scout with this tank. You have an artillery strike, you're a mobile, you have a 50 cal, and you have no protection, but the 76mm does the job for side shots. It's just a nice, well-rounded tank. I had a lot of fun playing this tank, and I think that you will have too. But again, it's nothing outstanding. Back to the battle at hand. So I just noticed here a M41 Walker Bulldog, which is a fine collection to my addition, just like this tank. And I'm just chilling here on the flank. This is a position where I just can't get over it. That, oh boy, what is that? Oh, that was pure luck. That was pure luck. Okay, I was so surprised that I could kill so much from this position unchallenged. And where are you? There he is. And I shot first. Kill number 7. Just like that. Fantastic. And this was one of those battles, and I'm not kidding, there were at least 7 enemy aircraft in the air. Most of the times 3 at once. Yeah, not such a nice place, because once you give your position away to enemy planes, they're coming hard for you. While you have the 50 cal, yeah, you shouldn't risk it, right? And then there is me, actually risking it. So we have an enemy, I think, what was that? M36 Slugger it was that I scouted. So that was that. And I'm just trying to figure out where I can go. So there is another tank. I scouted him. There is just another tank that I couldn't scout yet. Oh. Oh, watch that shot. Watch that shot. Boom. Perfect. Just perfect. Will I shoot the plane? Of course I shoot the plane. Dumb me being dumb again. So this is really risky. And again, we scout here an M6, and this rock formation is just my waifu. Okay, there is another tank, and I'm just scouting him. Thought that I'd hear something, and yeah, indeed it was an ally. So we patiently wait. It's rare to find a spot like this Usually I don't like this map, but this variant, oh yeah, I like. Plane, where are you? Treetop level. Smart. Will I shoot? Oh, of course I shoot. Oh man, that was... Wait a second. I thought that the autocannon killed this guy, and I should have known because that was not an allied autocannon. And I just didn't realize that this was an enemy. Now I'm realizing it, but it's too late. Oh man. This is just too stupid. And with that ending... Yeah. That's literally it for me today, so... Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the ways, in the skies, and on the battlefields of War Thunder.